Well, a major development in the case of a Missouri teenager shot back in April after going to the wrong address to pick up his brothers. The 84-year-old homeowner who opened fire is now headed to trial. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood.
The Kansas City man accused of shooting an unarmed teenager on his doorstep is now set to face a jury after a judge ruled there is enough evidence for the case to go to trial.
Multiple exhibits were admitted into evidence. These included recordings of 911 phone calls made by neighbors, photos of the scene, and a recording of the defendant's call to 911.
84-year-old Andrew Lester faces felony assault charges for the shooting of Ralph Yarl in the head after the then 16-year-old accidentally went to the wrong house to pick up his younger brothers. Yarl took the stand yesterday saying he thought he knew where he was, but he mistakenly went to Northeast 115th Street instead of 115th Terrace. Then, contrary to an earlier statement, Yarl acknowledged to reaching for the handle of the storm door as the inner door began to open. That's when police say Lester opened fire, shooting through the still locked storm door. Lester has pleaded not guilty to the charges, claiming he thought Yarl was an intruder and that the teen was yanking on his door to get in.
Somebody is within 2 feet of him who hasn't identified themselves, who he doesn't know, and is grabbing the screen door, which was not part of the narrative before. And it was my client's reasonable belief that he was coming in after him.
Yarl is now recovering from a brain injury, telling Good Morning America earlier this summer that he just wants to see his shooter brought to justice.
He should be convicted for the crimes that he made. I am past having any personal hatred for him.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.